Welcome to the Alaska, Santa Fe, and Pacific's Model Railroad. My friend Butch stopped by to visit.
Yeah.
On Butch's car here so we can go to 3-rail.
It's a big roof.
And I think we got him on now. Here's the car. Pretty car. And now we got a couple of stirrups we got to fix back on. One of them I already did. But here's the other one. They're so little. Look at it. Got barely can see the little tits on there. I don't know if you can even get close enough to see it.
I got you.
And that's all that holds that thing in. We already lost one. Don't know where. If we lost it here or at the house when we took it out. Need to look around when you get home.
I will.
Because there's a good possibility that it's laying.
It's probably laying right there on the box.
Well, we took it off. So it's either that or it's on the floor, and you'll have to get down on your hands and knees.
Well,
Lovely,
I will,
right?
but it ain't that part. No, I get down. Get look.
All right, come on. I gotta take the flashlight to see the holes. Looks like somebody glued them on once before. There's a little bit of a...
They brand new.
I know.
Right, yeah, so they probably did it at the factory. Had to, because I didn't do it.
Yeah. Well, I got them pushed in. Let's set it in the box like that. You want to just sit it on here and see how it rolls?
Yeah, let's do that.
Just be careful not to grab it on the ends by those
Okay.
stupid little ladders.
I was unable to do that. We bought it up to Rich, and he, with his genius, was able to convert them.
Looks like it rolls pretty nice.
Yeah, it was...
Good car.
Yeah, thank you. Hard to find out how to convert the 2-rail Atlas O onto a 3-rail.
Getting that Katie Cupper pocket off of the
Yes, it was. Give me the number in case somebody else wants that number over there.
This one?
Yeah. If you need to order a 3-rail replacement, the item number is 66033, 3-rail Andrews trucks, 1 pair. And this for converting Atlas 2-rail into Atlas 3-rail O gauge. Look how it illuminates and how the blinking lights come over here where the transformer is.
Yeah, it's coming. I see it.
I want to. Okay, again, he's turned on the next accessory that we went to.
National Power and Light. You'll see the sign flash here in a minute. It does it every 60 seconds or something like that, I think.
And I love that accessory.
Come on. There we go.
There it is. There we go.
Yeah, okay.
Now
the tide.
At the tide. With the tide hoppers and the Alaska hoppers here.
You can see the tide lights up and changes. And here's the tide hoppers.
And the blinks right here.
Oh yeah, this one, both sides. I didn't
both
realize
sides
it was both
blink.
sides. I just discovered something new. How long have I had it?
Oh, I don't. Now right here is a double-sided signal bridge. This is made by K&R Productions.
Customs.
Excuse me. This is Ken, his brother, and Richards Productions. I have one of these and it works flawless.
Anyway, the bottom lights are showing the turnouts. I don't have the track running, but I can show you the crossover here. Let's see right here. When I change the switch, you can see that the switch is turned to the left and there now it's red. When we run the trains, we'll show you the actual signal lights change. And this is a wonderful building. Some friend of mine gave it to me.
A friend. And the cars.
Yeah.
And the trailer.
Yeah. My friend Butch.
Hello.
So this was, actually, you were about ready to throw that out, weren't you?
I was. I had no use for it. And I thought about you. And you've been so generous with your time and your friendship and assisted me in so many ways that I asked you that you wanted and you took it and you improved upon it.
Yeah, we did a video way back when I first got it, but what we did is we added the dock off to the side here that you can see all the stuff sitting on and the little corrugated roof above it. And then I decided, well, I got a son who likes Sherwin-Williams and he paints. So I've got to get around to cutting that sign down and putting a sign standing up there. But this is going to be the Sherwin-Williams paint building, so it's going to have barrels and buckets. I got to find paint buckets somewhere. And then I've got 2 of these little Sherwin-Williams cars. I bought one, then Butch gave me one, and we lucked out and got 2 different road numbers. So that's kind of cool. And so here's some more stuff. We got the little Cripple Creek sand and gravel. Not much changed in there. I did add something, I think a barrel off to the side that I found. All right, let me stop this a minute again. All righty, we're back.
We're back, and this is the Vela Sash and Door Company. Notice the fans. The fans are rotating.
That's
Both the
pretty
fans are
cool.
rotating. Yeah, they're rotating counterclockwise.
And they got lights on
Lights
top.
on the top.
And then these pickup trucks, they're powered separately, but there's a loader truck for all their, I guess those are supposed to be wood chips. And then there's a pickup over there, I think it's lit too, isn't it?
Yes.
And then the trash truck's here. But yeah, that's kind of a neat little scenery. And, oh, I got to turn the street lights on. Hang on a second. Let me go turn the street lights on. I'm going to pause it again.
What is that you have there?
This is a really cool grain elevator that Butch also donated to me. It was ready to go to the junk. But he wanted me to show you really close all of these Santa Fe cars. It came, it's a 4-car K-line set. Beautiful cars. They're shiny and pretty. And then here's the other side of this. Okay, as you can see, we put lights on this building. It's got an outside light hanging over that back door. And inside light, you can barely see it, but it shows the inside of the building. Looks like a feed store. Go ahead. Now, let me come to the other side of the Santa Fe cars. Okay, but last time Butch was here, he didn't see these street lights or any of the ballast in this area, actually, I don't think. So
And
these little...
You know what, Rich? This is an ingenious idea. I never would have thought to put street lights right here. Plants, this type of thing. This way experience comes in.
I did do some ballast back here. See this last little 2 feet against the ridge?
Yeah, I see it.
I did that yesterday just to try to keep this going. I still haven't made up my mind if this yard area is going to get black ballast or just do this whole thing in the gray. So that's kind of why I'm holding off. Okay, here's a neat little area. The Lawrence train station. This is actually what I call the Lawrence part of town. They actually have a Y, which if you look here, I got a Y track coming in and one going back out over here. And if you look on the map for Lawrence, they have a little Y. So this is kind of the Lawrence Y, I call it.
And all these boxcars are Columbia, Newberry, and Lawrence.
Yeah.
Which actually ran through here.
And the custom painted engines that we did, and the caboose. That caboose was actually just like the real one, orange with the purple. Mm-hmm. Anyway, the plan is to put those little old-fashioned green door lights up on this building and light the interior. So that'll be one of my up-and-coming projects. And a parking lot for the visitors or whoever. I got stuff scattered all over the place. But now the reason there's no street lights from this light on around this corner is because these street lights are fragile and I still have to ballast all of that back in there. So I'm leaving myself some working room.
Sounds realistic. Sounds like a winner.
Yep. I think, guys, as most of them have seen that, that's my Santa Fe lighted sign. And the diner, did I ever tell you a story about that diner?
No.
I have a friend in Alaska. We're both big into Alaska Railroad. And he and I did the custom Alaska set that's up there on the wall. I don't see it from here. He did one and I did one. But we both got into 3D printing at that time so we could do the detailed parts. And what we did is we did the winterization hatches that you see on top and snow plows. I think the snow plow was one of them. But anyway, once he got into 3D printing, he kind of exceeded past me. He did this multi-layer, multi-color printing. So he printed that up for me and gave it to me as a gift. That's why it says Rich's American Diner. Kind of cute. I like it.
Your own diner.
Yep. So
And Lawrence from Alaska.
exactly.
Memories.
Yep. So actually these street crossings work. I just don't have them set up to trigger. If I flip a switch or hold the wire up under here, it can work. But I'm working on all that kind of stuff to get an automation going. But these buildings, if you notice, it's got lights, but the this old fashioned light right here, it's not working. So I'm going to pull all those off and put the ones that light up on it when I get
And
a
that,
chance.
folks, that's a Woodland Scenics building.
Yeah, that one is
I
definitely
have
Woodland
one of
Scenics.
them.
Yeah,
Can't wait to get mine up and going.
hard to beat Woodland Scenics because they come with all the detail stuff. You know, you can spend another $100 on detail parts if you're building your own.
Definitely.
Anyway, my street lights are different colors because I ordered different, but I figured, you know what? In a town like Lawrence, they're going to have the old-fashioned yellow lights, which you can't probably tell in the camera, and then they're going to have the bright white from the new LEDs. Their city maintenance has gone around and replaced the ones that are bright white. What else you got to show here? Okay, yeah, we're going to come back over to this side. This is my oil refinery facility. I actually 3D print these tanks and ladders and stairs. I think I just sold a set to a friend of mine. Actually, Twisted MacGyver is going to be doing them. But these, if you want them, I print them up for you. They're $50 for an individual one, or 3 for 120, and it includes all the ladders, the tank hatches, the stuff on top. Doesn't include the light. That was an added feature, which I'm getting ready to replace it because the flasher crapped out on this one. And so you can see the fence is all new.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to put street lights around there, but I couldn't find them either. I don't know what I did with it.
The fence is new since I've been here.
Yeah, the
and
fence.
you also the 3D tanks.
Yep.
You had them up, but you didn't have
Any of it set in place.
one set in place.
Didn't have the berms built, the dirt berms, the retainers. But if you look on this is a single strand of barbed wire on top, and then there's a video camera on the corner of the post. I got several of those I'll put up. My plan is to bring the fence on around that area and then down by the tracks and probably just stop at the end of the tracks. And this little black area right here, you can see a piece of barbed wire laying there. It's going to be, I think, a Little League baseball diamond. I'll have the diamond back there in the corner of the fence, some little bleachers, and then I'm going to put a road in across here and make this corner beside the power pole.
I see you have a chopper there.
Yeah, Kenny gave us that, not my friend Kenny.
Yeah.
So yeah, little chopper. That water tower's been hooked up and blinking light. That's new. So this corner is just about to get done. I'm trying to figure out the best way to mask it off and get the dirt in for the baseball diamond, and then leave the grass field. So I got an idea now. So that's coming. What else we got, Butch?
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, right here.
this little house.
House, yeah.
This is the guy that's the manager for the property when the place is locked up. Fence is going to come on down beside him and around, and I'll probably have might even go all the way down by the tracks. I don't know, but somehow we got to figure out a gate. Somebody suggested I came around the house and put a gate in front of the driveway, and I might do that too. That would probably look good. Just haven't decided. That's why it's not done.
I like the way that you integrated the road bed here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, right there.
that road.
Yeah.
It's still got to get painted. The part that's kind of flat and the part that's kind of shiny. This has the asphalt on this side. This side hasn't got asphalted yet. It's just asphalt paint.
And this is new to me too.
Yeah, I still got to finish that. I ran out of paint, so that's why I didn't get any, but I got some more in. And this little bubbler, it doesn't like to start on itself.
Isn't that K-line?
Yeah, it's a little K-line oil thing. My plan is I got a regular diesel fuel pump, like a gas station pump. I'm going to put that out on the roadside so people can fill up their trucks and things, and it'll be getting its diesel out of this tank. So Massimo's going to paint that up for me.
Okay. Be interesting to see when he comes in. Yeah,
There's the fuel sign. I got some more of those fuel signs. I got to locate them. They came with my one of my engine buildings. All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop it for now.
Okay.
We're good.
Let's talk about the track cleaning car.
Okay. That's Mr. Muffin's track cleaning car. If you notice, this one roller's kind of rough on the edges. That's because it uses a standard 2-inch paint roller, but they stick out too far really when it's in place. So I just cut it off with a razor knife. That one kind of I hacked off, but they don't catch and bang into things as much as they did before. That's a track cleaning car back there, but I can't remember who I got it from. It's got an abrasive wheel hanging down in the middle of it. That gray M&W there, maintenance away car. See the roller in the middle?
Yeah, I see it in the middle. Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, I got several different track cleaning cars. Anyway, this is my other set of Santa Fe Blue Goose. This is actually a Williams set. There's a set on the wall, but you can't hardly see it. That's an MTH set. So I'm looking for the actual scale Blue Goose set, which they're hard to find. Anyway, so we'll go on into the yard area here. Roundhouse, I should say.
Yep.
I got my big boys sitting out here and a bunch of various engines. These two little S2 switchers. This one, 7112, been flawless since day one. This one, you guys probably saw in my video. It got sent back to Mr. Muffin's twice, and every time I got it back, it set on the track, it just fried. So I said, okay, I'll fix it myself. So I did. I put a whole new card in it and got it working again. Had to have a new wire harness. So this is the turntable area. Millhouse Rivers turntable. I use it, but not very often. I don't know if it's my control pad or what, but it's kind of finicky when you punch the numbers in. It doesn't always go where you tell it to. So, but it does work, and it works most of the time the right way.
Yeah, since you fixed mine, repaired mine, adjusted mine, it works a lot
Working
better.
good, yeah. And that's the thing. They have to be adjusted. The height's got to be adjusted on both ends, and you can do that by adjusting the washers that hold the turntable in and out. So let's see, what else is new up here that you hadn't seen? Well, you didn't see any of the streets or any of this.
I didn't see that was up, but not the one, those went up. The engine.
Yeah. Well, this engine's the one I just got from MacGyver.
Yeah, probably the engine house.
Yeah. Okay, the engine, this little engine house. Jeez, I forget the name of the company. It's a European kit, I think. But anyway, I had it for like 2 or 3 years, and finally got it out and put it together. And the doors, let's see if I can make that one door go up. Door 1 is the inside one. You can see it going down, but even then it kind of hung. The problem is they made it on a piece of, looks like black electrical tape or something. And over time, that glue let loose and all those wood strips on the door peeled off. So they sent me 2 new doors. Actually, they sent me 4 new doors, which I couldn't complain about that. But anyway, this was a fun kit to put together. It's just a 2-stall engine house. And you can see it's got the lights and stuff on it. Let me turn on the outside lights here. Somewhere there's a
It went off.
which one? The front one?
The front went off. Not the back one.
Okay, that's the inside light. There we go. They're on. They're just real dim. So you can turn off all the side lights, the front overhang lights, the inside lights. Kind of neat. And there's a few things inside the roundhouse. I don't know if you can see the details. Got a shelf which I haven't loaded up. There's a desk over there in the corner. Some other stuff. I'm gonna do some more. I've got a few detail parts here and there, the trash cans and the fire extinguishers.
What I like about it is the top. You can.
Well, it's removable. I didn't put it back on yet because I'm still adding detail parts.
Right.
But see, that's why this corner's, you can lift it up. Yeah, I just got it set in there for now. And of course, you got the gas station here. Figured that was a good place to hide it since it had a fake back on it. That comes on around. Then you got the other single stall engine house, kind of the old steam arrow one. You can open up the doors on that, look inside a little bit. I think it's got lights too. I just can't remember if I hooked them up or not yet. I don't think I did. And then here's the main roundhouse looking on the inside. Lots of detail parts in there.
Yeah, you add a lot.
You can see workbenches and barrels and oil things and welders and air compressors and Lots of tools over here, especially the whole machine shop area under here. And I've got a video out, shows a car coming in, looking at that. But it's kind of nice, and it's got all the bumpers lit. They're not lit now because there's no track power, but when you do select track, they come up. And all these guys must be laying down on the job. They fell over. But this is a rest break.
Lunch break.
Yeah, lunch break, sleeping on the job. Anyway, just more detailed parts, trash cans and stuff. I'll do more, but I've just been kind of laying stuff out to get an idea where I want to do stuff. But then this is the holding tracks on the whisker tracks out here. Butch and I keep calling them spider tracks.
Spider tracks. I started that.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. This is one of 3 staging yards. I don't think I got the lights turned on right now, but anyway, you can see there's like 7 tracks under there. And I'm going to go through and sort it out because I want to store some more trains and get them under there. So it's kind of fun. I'll show you where the entrance to this is when I get up there.
I'm thinking about getting the Pennsylvania Railroad one. The kids line.
Oh, yeah.
And put it over there next to my...
I think I have another one that I picked up. It's forget what it is. It's like a Northern Pacific or Great Northern or something. Maybe it's a Santa Fe one. But anyway, this is the railroad crossing area. All these flash and work actively when the train comes across and activates it. And then this is the control tower.
Now this is new to me. We put in the non-Pacific and also the flashing
road crossing stuff.
Railroad crossing, yeah. All that's new to me.
See, there's the diner lights that comes on.
Nice.
I turned the smoker off though. You can hear it. I got to shut him off. There's a smoke unit. It actually smokes, but I haven't put any fluid, so I don't want to burn it up. Anyway, I'm going to put more roads in here. I'm going to put a road down this kind of across this corner here. This road will come on down to the station, and we'll put a little parking area right out here beside the station. Some of the stuff's just sitting here like this billboard sign and junk. But got caboose storage and passenger trains and that 3-engine Southern Pacific set. I just got that from MacGyver, this 3 right here.
Oh, yeah, right.
And then it got all the cabooses there, and then I got my good old Alaska Railroad ABBA set. Should get the passenger cars out here for it too. But right now all I got is the UP ones. Several UP. I got the old the Greyhound ones that go with the steam engines.
Those are the ones I can't stand.
The
Greyhound ones?
Yeah, you gotta like it or love it.
Yeah.
I've got a Greyhound engine, but what aggravates me is it came out with the yellow stripe instead of the white. Here's the Greyhound steam engine that pulls that. One of them. I actually have 2 of them. And then I got a little logging train sitting here. Not much new in this area, really.
No.
This is an interesting scene. This will be a little stream. I'll put banks and river and water down through it, but I'm going to leave this thing in the middle. This is actually a K-line. The fisherman's sitting on, you can see him sitting on the dock on the other side there. And my sister-in-law gave me a Bigfoot because we do have Bigfoot activity in North and South Carolina. And she knows I kind of watch the videos, but anyway, he's a little big, but it fits the scene. And then here's another Menards Herman's Pickles.
I like the way they have Bigfoot in the K-line piers.
Yeah. Anyhow, this area is going to get scenic. I'm kind of working my way around the layout. So as I move around, I continue on. This side will be coming next, but I'm trying to get, if you look over there, you can see the upper 2 tracks and the track behind the yard area. They haven't been ballasted, and they have to be ballasted from there, both sets, all the way down to that mountain at the far end. So I got a lot of ballast to do. Yep. Okay, and then this is the other end of the layout, and there's another staging storage track under the layout over here. I think it's 6 or 7 tracks as well.
How many cars do you think you have stored there?
Oh, wow.
You have an idea?
Probably about 300 cars or more, maybe. Anyway, you can see how it all ladders off down here. And what I've got is, if you can look in the very far back there, there's a ramp that goes up all the way along the wall. And it comes in on this track. And then it feeds a Y ladder over here to this big yard. So I have 3 separate storage staging yards. And then the interconnecting switches, so you can switch around and do all that.
Now, which one are you going to do with the trailers?
These are some mobile homes in Oskill that Woodland Scenics did. I ended up picking these up really cheap. Somebody that I know and that we sold signals for their club layout ended up having 2 complete sets of them. They told him, oh, it's too many, get rid of them. So he sold them to me for the discount. So I said, okay, sure. So anyway, what I'm going to do is put this farmhouse either here or on this end, and then I'm going to make them kind of like the landlords for the mobile homes. So there'll be 3 mobile homes with parking spots and cars and all that down here. And there's the landlord. And so here's another little transformer thing. I've got a big tower here, and I don't know if I'm going to put that beside this transformer, which I very could. But anyway, this is to get power distribution out at this end, and then I could put telephone poles off and feed all of this. So, and then this is your typical Lionel cranes. This is the one with the sand bucket on the end of it. And then this one's just a dummy. A friend of mine had it and gave it to me. He says, here, you can have this. And then this is another one that's got the magnet on it. The same thing. They spin around. I'll get this whole area finished and fixed up, and I'll have loading and unloading stuff. And not sure all what's going to be here, but that's the idea for it anyway. These bumpers, I need to get you some of those. These bumper stops my brother made for me. They're a little heavy duty, but I figured, yeah, what the heck, you know, that way when your crane's moving down here, can't go any further than that. Yeah, I'll make you some of those, so that's easy. Anyway, that's pretty much it for over here on this certain area. Oh, I do have a hobo village sitting back there that I haven't figured out where I'm going to put it yet. I thought I'd put it up there in the mountains. No. Anyway, this is the Lionel sawmill. I also have a K-line sawmill, so I might put both of them side by side somewhere along here. I'm running out of...
Which is your preference?
I don't know. I like the K-line one because it looks, you know, it's more detailed. This one's okay. These logs get rolled in here, and then when you you push the button, it slides over and pushes out planks, which I think the planks are, yeah, they're up in here. So, and it makes so there's a flat car that'll load into that you can do these on, both of them. So I've always liked the Bethlehem steel. That's why I got everything in Bethlehem steel. But this is the culvert loader and unloader. And so what it does is you bring your engine over here, and there's a light that lines up. And once it's lined up, if it's on, this thing will start unloading culverts until you stop it. And then they go up and dump off to that ramp right there.
Yeah, you have the remote control one, right?
No. Well, these will, no, you got a button. There's I got to put a
right.
switch on it. Same thing. Yeah, and then they roll down here. This one's gotten kind of overloaded, but same thing. The car lines up, then you can come down here with the car, and it's going to grab the culvert, dump it into the car, and roll them up into there. So I don't know which one this is. This is an accessory switch. So anyway, these are just kind of an industry area over here. That's what all this is. I went through, I found a couple more of these actually. These are all my covered cement hoppers. Got room for a couple more out here, but basically what's going to happen is they'll come in here and they'll load cement in these, and then they'll store them over here to be hauled away.
And that's the Menards building, am I correct?
Yeah, another Menards building. I don't have it hooked up or wired yet. That's one of the ones that I've got to get around to doing. Kind of holding off to see if that's really where I want it. But, yep. Anyway, I made it this far with ballast. You can see the ballast stops here. So from here all the way around the other way, we still got a good ballast. So yeah, thank you.
Ballasting.
Yeah, a lot of ballast. This is Brennan's Better Ballast. He gives you a good deal. If you buy 10 bags, he pays for the shipping, and he gives you, I think, additional 10% off. I think I've already bought 30 bags from him maybe. And I got at least another 10 bags I got to buy. They're 5-pound bags. Anyway, this is the other part of the road coming in over here. Comes around. Just trying to make stuff believable. Got a road crossing here. I'll probably put some more flashing gates in right here. Then it's going to go down. This road will go all the way down the layout to the far end. And so here's the other end of the staging yard. And you can see I even got a 3-engine diesel set, another Southern Pacific. But it comes out, and there's cars sitting here in the way I got to move. That's the ramp going out. We'll show you how that gets out of here in a minute. But then this is the other lead right here to this staging yard. So there's a lot of room yet for cars. I got to come in and clean it up and sort it out. This is the caboose storage track. They're kind of helter-skelter, but I got UP and SP and Santa Fe and SS&W and CP Rail and a little bit of everything. Yeah, that caboose is not on the track. Either that or it's sitting wrong.
Okay, here we have a swing set. Little kids out there playing recess right next to the IGA J. Frank's grocery store, which I think that's a Woodland Scenics building. I have one myself, trying to figure out how in the world I'm going to incorporate on my layout. Anyway, you got the pickup truck here. Back in the day, all stores, grocery stores had red pickup trucks. So that's symbolic of the time. And what do we have here? Is this a Menards?
Yeah.
That's a Menards Sacred Heart Hospital. It's kind of dear to me because I worked in the military for 20 years and I worked in a lot of major medical centers. As you notice down the bottom, the EMS right here vehicle, you have a sound coming, and the sound is coming from the top. If you look up top, there's a helicopter, air vac vehicle. And if you see it, it's rotating. And the lights are up there. So realistic, so realistic. Someone is coming into the front of the building.
Yeah, I got some handicapped people coming for details, a wheelchair person and a walker person.
Okay. And next to it we have 2-track crossing, and the lights aren't working right now, but they're wired.
Yeah, I still got to hook them up to trigger.
And we're going to bow our heads in the word of prayer because we're a church. Church is all lit up. I don't know if they have a prayer meeting tonight or whether they're having evening services.
It says prayer on the sign.
Oh, is that what it said?
Yeah.
See, the best wireless connection.
Let's see if I can come up.
Trinity Community Church. Okay. We're gonna have a word of prayer, and we're gonna look right next to the church. Right in front of the church, you got benches and you have people talking, but right next to the church is a cemetery. You don't usually see these on layouts, cemeteries. So something I don't run into quite often.
No, not too often. Woodland Scenics provides that stuff.
Now we're going to the top. This is Richardville, a tank, blinking on and off.
Yeah, this is the town of Ritchieville we're coming into.
And when we look down at the bottom, we have the Metrolink cars and a long freight consist.
This is the ramp that goes down to the staging tracks.
Now we're getting ready to go in town now, have some fun. For all you billiards players, this is the place to go.
Careful for the fence. Yeah, there's billiards. Barber shop. Billiards must be upstairs, yeah.
Yeah, you got a barber shop downstairs, ice cream parlor. On the side, you probably can't see it. It says waffle and cones.
Oh, yeah, I see it right down there. Annie's.
Annie's.
Most of these are Woodland Scenics.
And you have the harbor shop, the toy and harbor shop right in front of you. There's a man to your left and a lady dressed in red to the right. Don't understand what the significance in the red dress is, but use your own imagination.
This is a neat store here, too.
There's Smith TV and appliance store. And that's a Woodland Scenic store building as well.
All the TVs that are flashing inside, I like
Right.
that. Old black and whites.
Old, bringing us back to the 50s. Now here we have a model of Legacy Station out down there in Georgia, outside of Atlanta.
One of our hobby distributors. And then this, as you can see, the sign is Eric's Trains. He's a big YouTuber.
Yep. And a big customer of Legacy Station. I understand that Eric is considering doing some repairs.
Yeah,
I saw that on the video that he posted.
You notice you got a pickup truck. That's because you're going to have so much trains to haul out of there. You got to haul on a pickup.
Now, for those people who remember where shoe shops were, this is Cobbler. Back in the 50s, prior to the 50s and on up to the 80s, we had shoe shops. But now a lot of people wear sneakers. So you don't see it there on as plentiful. Now we're going to go to the movie. We're going to see Gone with the Wind. Clark Gable and Vivian Lee.
Talk about a classic.
Yes. Now, right here, we used to have something that's going on. Also, we have record stores where you go in and buy albums and 45s and things of that nature, and you come outside and sit down. But this is something near to me. On the 4th of May of this year, I would have been on, my first day was on active duty, and that was 50 years ago.
Oh.
Back in 1976, my first day of active duty. Now, we always need some hardware and some plumbing and some electrical paint stores. This is Harrison Hardware, which is another Woodland Scenic building. That was this predated Home Depot and Walmart and Lowe's. This is where we went to get our supplies. This is Halls of Handsome. This is a barber shop. This is Menard's building. You see the guys outside. And right there you see the kid in the little ride. Back then, kid was in the ride. You put a dime in there and the little thing rocked back and forth to simulate him
in a rocket.
In a rocket.
See that old Ford truck in there?
Yeah.
I had a 46 Ford Coupe painted just like that.
Just like that?
Just like that, yep.
And here we go to Arby's. And I'm not saying anything about that.
Yeah, used to be a good place to eat.
Yeah. Sinclair. Come to Sinclair, that's when you had filling stations, gas station, filling stations. They'd come and pump your gas.
You notice I got 2 of them, so
right.
I grew up with these in Iowa.
Yeah, and, pump your gas and work on your vehicles. You don't have that anymore. And right out here is a phone booth. A payphone booth. You
don't see those anymore.
You don't see those anymore. Those are obsolete. Everybody has cell phones now. You want to go and have a little snack and a little beverage, that's Old Grady's Tavern.
A brew house.
A good place to go and socialize.
And there's the other side of the crossing we showed earlier.
Yeah. You meet the little ladies there and communicate.
The lady in the red dress down there should be standing out here.
Yeah, she's the wrong place. And this is a firehouse. A police station, excuse me. You got to have a police station.
Right across from the pub.
As soon as you come out the pub and go speeding or pull off, a DUI is right in your future.
Yeah. Parking's in the back. I don't have all the parking set up yet. I got to put some more gravel back there, but the parking will be in the back. so they can sneak out the back and drive off. So that's pretty much the town. Now, what we didn't tell them was the reason the town is sitting over this viaduct is because one day I was in here and I'm looking at the open 2 tracks underneath that go underneath the layout, and I'm going, wow, there's a lot of wasted space here. So my brother 3D printed all of these arches that are under the town, and then I extended the plywood out and we made a town on top of it. So good use of space. Oh, forgot to switch the switch. Forgot to hit the switch, so it went into the grain elevator yard. ACL. Oh, yeah. There's Homer laying down on the job. See the marker lights for the blocks up there. Once we clear the block, it'll go to yellow and then green.
As the red light will change, that means the track will be clear.
There I went yellow.
Went to yellow, and then eventually it's going to go back to green. That means the train is completely cleared the block.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share with a friend. Come back and see us again.